How are you guys doing today, this evening, this morning? Whenever you are watching me, you're going to get your confirmations through me. And without further ado, y'all, let's get straight in. This message is going to be, I wouldn't say it was going to be quick, but you know what? However long it's going to take is however long it's going to take. Taking your time in this moment could be symbolic. Slowing down in this moment, enjoying the moment could be very symbolic. Now, guys, I do have a little download that I want to give to you guys. And specifically, it's about enjoying your life. In this moment, guys, there will always be things that you will keep in your memories. There will always be people that you want to hold on to. There will always be those moments that you wish that you can get back. However, in this moment, how you doing, Grace? In this moment, it's time for you to pick up yourself, your emotions, your thoughts, your thought patterns, and it's time for you to put it in motion for what's going on next for you. Now, for some of you guys, I do have to say, you have already picked up your emotions. You've already gathered all your things from your past, threw away what you no longer needed, and kept what you needed. And so Spirit's next advice is that they're going to provide the way for you. Okay? Hi, Liv. The biggest thing that I can take away and that I want you to take away from this is your next steps need to make you happy. Your next steps need to be with the intention of happiness. Whatever that means to you, whatever that looks like to you, whatever person you need to swap out and swap in, whether if it's you getting a dog, you having kids, you adopting kids, you having no kids, whatever happiness looks like, hi Lauren, to you, traveling the world, dating all types of girls, who can the world is your oyster in this moment. The next part of your journey is just being happy, guys. And the reason why is because you've done enough suffrage. You've done enough of reminiscing. You've done enough of waiting for that pen to drop, waiting for that next ideal, waiting for it to create itself. And in this moment, Spirit is saying that the only person that's going to create your next reality is you. And in this moment, it's time for you to create your next new. This is just a puzzle piece to help you to form what puzzle do you want to put next or put together next. What do you want to do next? Where do you want to travel next? Who do you want to do it with? Do you want to do it by yourself? This part is, it feels like I just don't want you to spend the next 5 years of your life repeating the last 5 years of your life. Okay? Now, without further ado, I feel like I'm skipping words today. What's going on? Let's get into the cards. I'm going to go and channel with my Egyptian deck today because the Egyptians have been talking. They've been talking to me. Barisha's been talking to, but we're going to get to everybody today. We're going to get to everybody. Everybody's going to get touched, okay? Let's get some words of wisdom in this next timeline, and you want to know something, guys? I was going to say this next timeline jump, but for some of you guys, I really feel as though you already have ascended. I already feel like you're already here. You're already in the motions. Like, the next parts are literally about to be given to you. It's kind of like you just have to accept it. Like, have you guys ever had like a job offer letter? Some of you guys could be getting new jobs. Confirmations. You're gonna get your confirmations through me. Hi Kira. Hi Casey. Kiera was asking about you today in book club, so checking in on you, babes. Okay, sending love, positivity your way. However, this next part of your journey, guys, feels as though you just got it accepted. You know, the job is waiting for you. The man is waiting on you. The demand is here. You just need to put out that project, put out that single, put out that you are single. Okay? If you're doing relation, we gotta put out that you are single. No relationships. Yeah. You're dating. Congratulations. Something about, like, you just have to accept the next part. You want to know what's funny, guys? And I want to get a little bit personal with you just real quick. Just teeny little bit. Hi, T. And hi, Temp. Temp, where you been? Busy in a way. I know. Hi, Billionaire. The family members is all up today. I like these. Okay. Last night, I was going through my old email. Why? Because every once in a while, I like to clean up. That's my spam email, but it got like almost 100,000 messages in that damn email. But every once in a while, I like to clean some stuff up, scroll through, see what's going on in that damn email. And symbolism of it was, I went to my sent folder because I was just drawn to it, okay? And I started scrolling through my sent folder, and it dated from last year to 2023 to 2022 to all the way back. I went all the way back to like 2019, and I've been seeing 2019 like for a long time. It even went back to 2017. It went back far. But I came across some old photos that I had sent to myself. And some of them was of Christmas. My Christmas in Ohio, so that could be symbolic. But I also had pictures of me like back when I was like 15. And then I also had pictures of like me and an ex. And I remember when I came across these pictures of me and my ex, I just started laughing, like just cheesing, because in the pictures I was just like, Charlie, this is the beginning. Like this was good times. Like I remember these moments, and it was a few different pictures, and in that moment I was like, and granted, me and my ex, like, we don't hate each other, no bad blood, none of that, but I almost thought to send it to him like, you remember this? But one is Mercury retrograde. I don't want to cause no confusion. I don't want to even put the energy out of I want this old thing back. So I just thought that, like, wow. I had a thought like, dang, I miss taking pictures with people. Like being in a relationship and taking pictures. And you know, it's different, guys, when like you got a little situation and y'all take some pictures and stuff like that, but you know you ain't never gonna show nobody. You know, it's different from that when you in a real relationship and it's just like, you know, you did activities and shit. Like, I don't know. Anyway, I put people in categories. And like I was looking back at like my old fucking apartment at that time, and us just doing just basic shit, and I was like, I was so happy doing just the basic of shit, and it just made me smile. And then I put my phone down and I was like, well, Charlie, where do we go from here? You know what? Like that was 6 years ago when y'all broke up. So, you know, what have you become of this? You know, why haven't you took anybody serious after that? And it made me just start, y'all, if I'm being honest, like, it just made me just be like, you know, that person is no longer in my love triangle. I can move on. And for some reason, I just want to tell you guys, it's okay for you to move on too. Okay? Okay. Let's go. Protection. In this moment going forward, divinely sent for you. Because I feel like something like a pathway is divinely sent, like something is being sent for you. I feel like you're protected. This death and rebirth season of yourself is protected. This journey forward is protected. Some of you guys, you could be getting ready to move. Or if you guys have been waiting for a confirmation on should you move, should you not, I feel like this is your confirmation. Go ahead and do it. It does look like a solo journey. You plus one, maybe. But it looks like a you. I'm hearing, damn, it feels like it's me versus me. Now this could be y'all moving into something, but I'm gonna get a little bit more cards before I speculate. Okay, let's go. Channel for collective. Thank you. I knew y'all was going somewhere. Some of you guys could be moving in with your next partner, or some of you guys could be doing next level partnerships to where you guys do discuss moving in. But I see somebody moving in here, I'm not gonna lie. It does look like moving into the masculine, I'll say the masculine's establishment. Okay. This person, this energy, because if it's not a physical move, I don't want to just make it about y'all just moving in. It could also be like a spiritual move, a creation move. I just see something, this could be a career move, a political move. I have to say this comes in when you let the old go. Because I just heard Giveon's song, I spent my 20s on you, but I heard 6 years down the drain. Somebody's a singer here. You need to get to singing. These past 6 years, it could just be time for you to do a wash of it. Forgive yourself if you didn't accomplish everything that you thought you would. Forgive yourself. I'm getting 5 to 6 years. Forgive yourself. And that's like 2019 to now. 6 years. Fuck what happened. Fuck. Like, and you want to know something? That's a confirmation. I was talking to one of my girlies at the gym today, and she was like, you know, I'm finally getting back to this workout regimen. She was like, and my body was banging in 2020. Like, she was like, because we couldn't do shit but fucking work out. And symbolism of it is that she was like, I'm gonna try to get my body back. For some reason, I really feel like this journey you're on, it leads to an evolution of you. I do see pregnancy here. That's for a few of you. That's some of you. That's not for everybody, but it could be just birthing a new chapter in your journey. This feels like you guys are writing a new chapter, you know? And something is like, I'm seeing the Judgment card in my head in tarot, but it's just getting like, it's divinely given. I'm also getting the energy of like, nobody, this next part of your journey, this next chapter, it's so spiritually protected from, I'm hearing the higher ups, your spirit guides around you, even the ones below you. Like, I'm hearing as above, so below. You are projecting out, or I'm hearing the things that you're projecting out is what you're about to receive. You're projecting out love, you receive love. You project out help, you receive help. You project out, y'all, I'm gonna give y'all an example, because this is so simple, so simple. My mom had went to 7-Eleven today, and she had came back, and I remember I was just like, you didn't get me a Slurpee. Cause y'all, I don't know, I've been called to get a fucking Slurpee. I don't fucking know why, but I haven't had a Slurpee in years. And she's like, well, you didn't ask for a Slurpee. And I was like, but I asked for a Slurpee like 7 days ago. Well, anyway, in the front of my complex today, she was like, well, there's an ice cream truck in the front. I was like, bet. I got little Georgie. Georgie's my dog, for those that don't know. And I went and took me a little walk, and it turned out to be a Slurpee truck with banana smoothies and stuff like that. I wonder, she gave me her business card. But it was free Slurpees. I said, look at what I manifested today. For some reason, although it's such a small example, it's a big example. Something about whatever you're asking for in this time, guys, I feel like it's coming in like that. If it's pure intention, if it's simple, here you go. And she gave a little ice to Georgia. Georgia didn't know what to do with the ice. She was just like, it tastes like nothing. I'm good. I was cracking up. Let's go. Yeah, intelligence. This next part of your journey, it feels as though you will be growing mentally. I see spiritually as well. I feel like a lot of you guys these past few years, like, you've grown really strong spiritually. Something feels like it's for the physical, though. For some of you guys, like maybe these past 3 to 5 years, 6 years, like you've been in your head developing your spirituality, developing your gifts, you know, that you haven't took the necessary time in order to really advance your physical life, your humane life. And I feel like that's what this next part of your journey is focusing in on, is your humane life. I don't know why I can't call you human, but they said humane, Charlie, humane. Okay. That could be going back to school, getting masters, PhDs, writing the book. That could also be starting your own school. Shout out to the people that got their own money. Starting your own foundations, your own charities. Have emphasis on that book. I see a book for someone. Write the book. Something, I feel like this next part of your journey, like your next chapter, you've been keeping it at a distance from yourself, and now Spirit is ready to, I'm hearing, like, to bring you in. Yeah. Skills at the bottom of my deck. Something feels ready for you guys. If it's love, it's love. If it's, like, I just feel like your next journey is, like, it's about to be presented to you. Let's go. Maybe don't be afraid. Don't feel like you gotta be distant. Like, it's kind of giving me, like, you guys know, like, when you're about to get into the pool, going to the pool could be symbolic, but you know, you gotta test the water to see if the water's, I'm hearing the water's great, get in. Like, gotta dip your toe in. Something about Spirit doesn't want you to even keep a distance. I'm hearing even a healthy distance, even if you feel it's a healthy distance. Spirit is like, this is for you. It's like, come have a seat at the table. Come get in the pool. Whatever reference you want to use. It just feels like your next journey is here. Person's here. Creativity. Like logic. Your next move is here. Let's go. I see cloudy judgment is out here. Illusions, unbalanced, and disordered. What's causing this? I'm gonna see what's causing you guys to have cloudy judgment in this time. Mistakes, misunderstood, victim, lost soul. And then the full moon is on this card. Your past. And let me tell you guys about your fucking past. Hi, Miss Henderson. It's the past for a reason. I want to tell you guys something, and I need you guys to internalize it. I don't need you guys to just have it go in one ear and out the other. Like, I need you to keep it in your mind. What do you think life is for? What do you, if you had to ask yourself generally, what is your life for? And I'm going to keep it so simple for you guys. It's for you to have experiences. You agreeing to come to earth, you have your purpose, but a part of your purpose is you having experiences. And if those previous experiences have led to mistakes or things that you're not so proud of, or things you feel embarrassed about, or things where you're like, I wish I could forget about this, you, my friend, have to let that go. That embarrassment, go. That you even feeling like you made the mistake, go. You feeling like you didn't take the right way, go. Like, you have to let it go, because Spirit, one, is encouraging you, but two, has already moved you on past that mistake, whether if that was a relationship, whether if that's, I'm getting DUI vibes, whether if that was you sitting over here choosing to, run away when you was 14, I don't fucking know, whatever y'all was doing back then, whatever mistakes. I'm feeling somebody may have passed away and you feel like you didn't say everything you needed to say. Let that go. Because no matter what you define as a mistake, Spirit is saying it's okay that you made that mistake. You needed to. And the good thing is that you're never going to make that mistake again. Now, if you want to continue to go through the lesson again, then you can continue to repeat the same mistake. But in this moment, guys, Spirit does not want you defined and doesn't want you to define yourself by your mistakes. And I'm getting start over. If you feel as though you fucked something up so bad, there was no going back, start over. And I'm going to be so real with you guys. Why do you think Charlie is not with her ex? I started off this live with giving you like an example of my ex looking at old pictures. Why do y'all think I'm not with him? It's not because he's a bad person. It's not because he cheated. It wasn't because he left me. I left. And it was one of the biggest mistakes that I regretted until I didn't regret it anymore. One, because I felt like he was such a good fucking guy. Like, why would I fucking leave him? And a part of me punished myself for years. For years. I wouldn't even give new people a chance. Like, not really. I wouldn't give anybody my heart. Because after I realized 3 months in after we broke up, I tried to get that relationship back for years. And symbolism of it is that, guys, I felt like that was a mistake up until I realized that I had to let him go for his growth and for my own growth, for me to move forward in my life and for him to move forward, for me to go on to experience the experiences that I needed, and for me to recognize that I had reached a plateau state with that person. But I felt bad for letting him go because I just felt like he was such a good person. But the biggest thing, guys, is that what I've come to realize 6 years later, and time told me this, but here's something that I hope that you guys don't have to take 6 years to get through, is that your soul, your body, your instincts, your mind, you know what's right for you. Now, if you choose to act blindly towards what your body and what your mind and what your spirit is telling you is not the right way, then that is on you to continue to create misery amongst yourself. I chose to get out of my misery. I chose to continue. I chose more life. More Life Drake. That album could be symbolic. Let's keep going. I don't know why I feel like if y'all need a good cry. The full moon is coming up August 9th. I want you guys to be intentional about releasing those mistakes that you've carried on. Those old patterns that are still present, but you are, and maybe they're not. Maybe you've surpassed them. And what I'm getting is, it's those one little things that creep up on a random ass Thursday. And you're like, why the fuck did I think about that person? Why the fuck did I just think about that experience? It's been out of my mind and out of my thoughts for 10 years, 3 years. Why the fuck did that pop up? Don't keep recreating the embarrassment you felt when that happened. Let's keep going. Yeah. Abandoned, left out, walked away in cold. Where is this? For those that have felt abandoned, that have battled with years of abandonment, I want to say Spirit is trying to get you to walk through this new portal of you've never having to experience that again. Whether if that be you having children or you have kids and those kids being the people that never leave your side. Whether if that's a partner that supports you, supports your business, supports everything that you do and does not belittle you. Whether if that's friendships, co-workers, I don't know why I'm getting past life energy. People that supported you previous lifetimes. It just feels as though something about you feeling like they're going to abandon you so you can't get too close. You got to let that shit go. Some of you guys, that abandonment, that wound of yours is clouding your judgment. Here's what I'll say. I forgive all of those people that walked away from me when I needed them. Because in turn, Spirit showed me and allowed other people to show up for me when they walked out on me or walked away from me. Now, in those moments of abandonment, I did not recognize all of the good people that Spirit had showing up for me in moments of abandonment. But now that I am in my adult age, I can recognize when, Spirit had to get this person out. But guess what? Here goes 3 other people that are excited for me. If you can clock the protection that Spirit has around you, around your destiny, around your path, around, your supporters, your true supporters, you will realize that anybody that walked away from you was a blessing. And maybe it was because maybe those people couldn't be there for you during those times of their hardships. And maybe they couldn't sit over here. They didn't know how to be a good friend to you, or a good boyfriend or girlfriend or wife or husband or mom or parent in general, or mother, any type of mother figure. Maybe they had to walk away because they could not be there for the journey of you creating you, your strength, your resilience, your love, your infinite amount of love, the unconditional love you have and share for other people. Maybe Spirit said, I can't have you tarnished by people that does not know how to love you correctly. I have to give you people that love you correctly. And therefore, although this parasite, and I don't even want to call them a parasite, but Spirit said parasite. Maybe a parasite got through somewhere and they made you sick and they hurt you and they stung you, and you thought that every other person after that parasite was going to stung you or hurt you, shit, give you food poisoning and shit. Like, maybe you thought that everybody else was supposed to do that after, and It was just that one person. That one person fell through the cracks. And we can go back and forth, guys, about you feeling betrayed because you felt like you weren't protected enough from the parasite, from the situation, from whatever it is. We can go through. You want to blame God? We can blame God. You want to blame the old person that walked out? We can go and blame. We could play the blame game. Blame game, Kanye West. Go listen to it. Could be very symbolic for somebody right now. However, Spirit in this moment is saying, aren't you guys tired of blaming others for shit you did or shit you accepted? Or even if it's your body breaking down. I don't know why I'm seeing a guy that wanted to go to the league, but then they got hurt or something. You know, like, I'm hearing, you can't be mad at God. Shout out to Outkast. If I told you that everything that happened, every mistake, every wound, any muscle in your body, if they did what it did, because I don't want to speak nothing out against y'all, that's what it was. Like, that's the unbalance of what used to be, guys. What is right now is you. What is right now is protection. What is right now is guidance, surrender. What is right now is your blessing and your rewards. And although you can say fucking finally, be happy that this new beginning, these new rewards, it's something that's everlasting. This part feels like it's for a lifetime. Some of you guys had to experience your hurt, your turmoil, your wounds early on in life so that you could get it right before you have kids, or by the time your kids can register what things mean, and you're not putting on those old cycles that maybe your parents did to you onto them. Switching up the generational curses. Maybe getting rid of them altogether. Maybe buying yourself all the purses that you didn't have when you was a kid. Whatever this next part of your journey looks like, Spirit is only asking you guys to get rid of your clouded judgment, get rid of the mistakes, get rid of you feeling bad about the past. Get rid of it. Get rid of you feeling like you put and invested your all into a situation and you didn't even get a return on your investment. Get rid of it. Because life is rewarding just as much as it can take away. And if you can clock all the rewards that you get or that you receive, Spirit might take one thing that's bad away from you, but he might bless you with 3 to 5 other things that are for your highest alignment. And you might think, damn, why did he sit over here and go get rid of this Toyota Camry? Well, maybe it's because he wanted you to drive a Lexus next. Who fucking knows? Why did Spirit go ahead and get rid of that boyfriend? Maybe it's because your husband's on the way. Why did Spirit make you lose a baby? Maybe because Spirit knew that that would end up in another karmic cycle that they wanted you to avoid. Why did Spirit sit over here and say that, congratulations, you're about to have a little boy? For someone. Because that just flew. Poetry for somebody could be poetry. Y'all get to writing. To my writers, get to writing. Have you ever paid attention to poetry? Sidebar. Poetry could be a little depressing. I ain't even gonna lie. But maybe that's what you need, or that's what it's going to take in order to get it out of you. Write that shit in the album. Perform the album. And then move the fuck on. Yeah. Let's go back to this new. Because we focused on the old, and I think it's because the full moon is coming up and what needs to be removed, but what needs to be forgiven as well. Let's keep going back to this new. Wondering why. Broken, shattered, heartbroken, destroyed. Your old mirrors are shattered. You said, God, why did you get rid of this person? They were an old reflection to you. That friend too? That friend too. Use your heartbroken energy. Put it into something, guys. Put it into a book. Put it into a song. Put it into something. Put it into a movie. But be the director. I don't give a... Put your brokenness into something. Just don't put it into your kids. Soulmates deeply love unity and connections. Yeah. This next partnership coming in, congratulations, you're getting a soulmate. Again? Yeah. And this time they're not going to distract you from your purpose, from your mission, from your journey. They're here to support you, to love you, to help you, to build you, to build the business that you want if it's a business. To those that like to intellectualize their feelings, because guys, let me tell you something about Charlie. I am the most analytical, logical ass sensitive person of life, because before I try to take things personal, I really try to analyze, okay, if I was in their shoes and I had their backstory, you know, I really try to make sense of why people do what they do when they're moving in low vibrations. And sometimes I give people passes. I give people a lot of passes because I'm like, well, shit. If I had they mama and they daddy and they circumstances, I kind of get why they turned out fucked up. But I realized over the years that I wasn't giving credit, but that shit still hurts. But that shit still hurted me. To those that intellectualize their feelings, just make sure you are taking the time to, even though you understand it internally and you understand it logically, take the time to feel it. So that when you come to this, who the fuck is Philip? Whose name? Somebody's name is Philip. But when it comes to this next part in your journey, those old emotions, like you're not still feeling sore emotions, even though you already analytically figured out that we've forgiven this person. You're not reminding yourself, we've forgiven this person. You know? You truly are done. You're truly over it. This next part, Spirit doesn't want you to, they don't want you to look the other way when there are pieces that are broken anymore as well. So it really makes me feel like on this journey, guys, coming forward, you know, not previous, coming forward. We're fixing ourselves and no one else. If other people get on the bandwagon and if they can find some way to fix themselves, then cool. But you're not in charge of fixing anyone, not even your kids. And now I want some tamales. Realizations. Sorry, y'all. I need to eat before it gets too late. Hi, Queen. Hi, Trivia. Realizations, epiphanies, understandings, and awakenings. This past few days, y'all, I've been having like this headache, and I'm like, Spirit, another awakening. Whenever I get random ass headaches, it's either I need some more water, or I'm like, this is an awakening. What's going on? Third eye, because my third eye last night was on fire. And I really feel like, guys, there's going to be a lot of awakenings, but I feel like to my spiritual beings, especially if you do readings, especially if you are like, you know, even if you don't do readings, even if you just the person to deliver messages, I want to tell you guys that once you clear up like it's your past, it's the easiest way for me to sum it up. You clear it up, and then you can read clearly, you can see clearly, you can you go further. I do see that there's an angel by your side in this moment. By your side, by side A could be symbolic. An ancestor could be walking with you, but I'm just getting, dang, King of Sorrow just popped up by side A too. I'm crying everyone's tears. I've already paid for all my future sins. Yeah. Your angels want me to remind you, you have already paid for your future sins. There's nothing anyone can say to take this away. Just another day. Nothing's ever good. King of Sorrow by side A could be for somebody. If you're feeling called to any of these songs, look them up. But in that song, it's a sad song. It is, I will be honest. But the way I'm interpreted for this message is that you guys have already paid. I don't know why I'm hearing for your past life sins and your future sins. So it's kind of like you kind of got a free book now. I'm not saying go cause more destruction. No, silly. Don't do no more bullshit. But I am saying, like, if you go and you go fall in love with a soulmate and you realize, but I want something else. You know that, like, you're not going to get karma if you want something else. You know? Yeah. I just feel like your karma it's already been released from you. Thank you. High Priestess came out. It's awakening. So, no shade to y'all. Real bad. No shade to y'all. I want to say this correctly. I like you guys broken. Charlie, what the fuck does that mean? I'm gonna explain it. I like you guys experience, might be the better terminology I should use. I like you guys with experience because y'all got great fucking stories. Now, they might be some horror stories, okay? High craft. However, you guys, whoever I'm speaking to, you have lived. You've lived. You've lived, you've loved, you lost. You've enjoyed, cried a lot. You felt a lot. But I like you this way. I wouldn't change y'all for the world. I wouldn't swap you out. I wouldn't want to not be friends with y'all, like love y'all. Like, some of you guys, if you had previous lovers, like, they could feel that way about you as well. But I wouldn't change you. I wouldn't change your story. I wouldn't change anything. Because if I changed even one part, then maybe you wouldn't be who you are today, and I like you today. I think spirit is just like, we just need to get you to liking you today. And what I will say is that, guys, a lot of your days, like, you're getting a lot better. Those bad days are going away. Like, they are really, like, you guys are doing the work. And maybe instead of having 7 bad days, maybe you only have about 3 or 2. Keep healing, guys. Thank you. Yeah. The unions. And actually, let me say it this way. Stop feeling like you don't have anybody. Stop saying you don't have anybody. Stop saying that you don't have family. You have family now. Unity now. Even if that's you and 3 other people, you have it now. Shit, you got it with your spirit team. If at the end of the day, they there. They show up for you every single day. But I do feel like this next part of your journey, I feel like you have physical people now. And if you don't, call me back. We gonna figure out where your people at. But whoever I'm reading for today, you have people you can trust. You have people on your side. Now, that does not mean that they are perfect. They might very much have bad days too, but they're still good people. What is that? You got a song. And then Temperance is at the bottom of this deck. Hold on, guys. Let me see. Because I have to go to this song. Because Spirit is urging me to go to this song. King of Sorrow. I'm gonna deliver divine messages from this song. Hold on. Somebody could be seeing 444 a lot. Yo, is this a separate? No, they said it's all together. For some reason, when I heard this, I heard a ghost. I heard an ancestor. A sister. One of your sisters could be symbolic, but when I heard this one, I was like, wait, is this for collective? And let me interpret this for you guys. Either some of you guys could have an ancestor that passed this on to you, taking on everybody's burdens, the empath, the being able to feel other people's feelings. To my empaths and to my newcomers, if you don't know what an empath is, it's just baby, you could feel people's feelings through the phone, in person. You can really and I'll give you a test. Have you guys ever listened to a song and nothing like that has ever happened into your fucking life? However, you just start crying because you I could feel it. Yeah, some people can make me like that, and I just don't listen to people unless I need to cry. Or unless they just go ahead and pass on by. But for some reason, I'm getting, guys, to my empaths that feel other people's feelings. Be mindful that the tears that you might be crying might be for others and not for yourself. You're being instructed to release. A spiritual message that I want to give to you guys, especially if you do deal with or you interact with people on a daily basis, or even if you have friendships with people that are super fucking heavy. They just been through shit. They come from shit. Make sure you're cleansing yourself. Some of the tears you might cry might be their tears. Sage yourself. If you gotta cry that shit, cry that shit. If you gotta wash it, spiritual baths. Light a candle. Cleanse yourself. sage yourself. Okay? Okay. Let's keep going. That line right there just made me think of spirit in this moment could be trying to warm your soul, warm you up to this new experience. This kind of feels like a spirit has been trying to prepare you, give you good, like a lot of goods. Like, it could be tangible items, it could be physical items, but I'm really giving like energy as well, comfort as well. But for some reason but nothing would change at all. Nothing changes until you change it, until you allow it in. So for those that are broken, for those that have a lot of healing that they need to do, for those that really truly, and guys, we all need healing, right? But for those that hear me right now, because this message is a very specific message, you have to let the help in when the help is here to guide you, when the help is here to heal you. Fine, spirit, I won't say it. Keep going. It's just a day that brings it all back. Just another day. Nothing's any good. DJ's playing the same song. Wonder if this grief will ever let me go. I feel like I am the king of sorrow. Guys, why do I want to give y'all such a big hug right now? Because I feel like you need a hug. I suppose I could just walk away. Will I disappoint my future if I say it's just a day that brings it all? That line is very important. A lot of you guys in this journey, this path forward, this next part, a lot of you guys know that all you have to do is walk away. Heavy burdens, heavy lifting, old jobs, old careers, all you have to do is walk away. But a lot of you guys get conflicted with, but what if I stay? Having hope in what's not there, having hope in despair, having hope in a union that was never supposed to be a union, or wasn't supposed to last that long. Maybe it was good, but it wasn't. It's time to move on, It's funny I gave the example of my ex, and the reason why is because some things, guys, if it's relationship based, spirit, there comes a time where you have to make space for it. Your future urges you to, your future wants you to. Shit, your kids want you to, your future kids want you to. Like, it's inevitable. But if you keep, it almost feels as though if you keep teeter-tottering, going back and forth, that is what puts you into this sorrow energy. It's the day-by-day energy. Instead of you creating new experiences, instead of you going and living, instead of you giving your new self a chance, your new life a chance. And I'm gonna leave it there. If you guys feel called to go listen to that song, you can. It's called King of Sorrow by Sade. And guys, I'm gonna leave it there because I want some Mexican food. Tamales, to be symbolic. Here's what I will say though, guys. I do have hope for you. I have a love for you. I have positivity that you... Here's what I'll say. Either you can just up and pick yourself up and just continue on the journey of your new journey, or I feel like Spirit's gonna drag your ass to your new journey. That's why I started laughing. Because Spirit said they act like they got a choice. They act like they got a choice. We just gonna continue to let shit be uncomfortable for their ass until they get it. And I think that, guys, if you continue to trust the future. Trust that your higher self is not going to put you into bullshit. Spirit is encouraging you guys to work on that trust within yourself. Trust that inner guidance within yourself. Trust that you will not recreate old previous memories that haunt you. Trust that you are creating good stuff. Trust in your judgment, guys. Trust that you can make tough calls now when you need to make them. You can leave when you need to leave. Okay? There is a card that they wanted me to see. Hold on. Okay. Perseverance, forward. Well, time to persevere, guys. Now go persevere and go be fucking great. Okay, guys, I do have a full moon special coming up on August 9th, and based off this energy, it really is feeling like it's needed. Guys, I am doing one-on-one spiritual releases for people. It is a $30 buy-in. But basically, I will be sitting with you individually and helping you to release whatever it is that you want to release, from your past to your present to your future. Whatever you feel as though no longer serves you, I'll be doing a ceremony for you, okay? If you're interested, please reach out to me. You can DM me. Just say, hey, I want to inquire about the full moon event. You can DM me on here or on my Instagram. And then if you have my number, just reach out to me and say, Charlie, the full moon event, the full moon. Tell me how to do it. Okay. Hi, Liv. I love you guys. Enjoy the rest of your Saturday. I want to relay a message because one of my girlies said it in one of her quick little videos, and I feel like I need to relay it. Your new adventure is outside today. So go take your ass outside today. Hide from the cameras if you want to hide from the cameras, but I don't think you have to hide from cameras no more. Okay, bye guys. I'll see y'all next time. Okay.